If you're over 50, you've probably noticed that the positions that felt effortless in your 20s don't always feel the same today. Knees protest, hips feel stiff, and your lower back has a stronger opinion than ever. Flexibility isn't what it used to be, and recovery after intimacy takes longer than it once did. But here's the important truth. This doesn't mean your sex life is over. It simply means your body has changed, and intimacy needs to adapt to fit the body you have now. In fact, for many couples, the second half of life can bring even deeper connection, better communication, and surprisingly more satisfying intimacy. Think of it this way. You wouldn't expect to play basketball in your 60s with the same knees you had at 20, right? You'd adjust your game. The same is true with intimacy. By making smart adjustments, you can keep pleasure front and center while protecting your joints, reducing strain, and creating more comfort for both partners. So today, let's explore positions that are joint-friendly, supportive habits that make intimacy smoother, and 4 research-backed supplements that may help with stronger erections, healthier testosterone, and better prostate comfort. Along the way, I'll share practical tips you can try tonight, and a few challenges to keep things fun and experimental. Now let's dive into the first position, spooning. Spooning is as simple as both partners lying on your sides, facing the same direction, with one partner behind the other. What makes this position special is that it's gentle on the back and knees while still keeping full body contact. You don't need big movements to stay connected. Instead, intimacy builds through steady rhythm, deep breathing, and the comfort of closeness. For men, spooning can be especially helpful when a firmer erection comes with calm, consistent motion rather than intense thrusting. A small tip: place a pillow between the knees for hip comfort. Something so simple can make a big difference. Have you ever tried spooning and noticed it felt more intimate than strenuous? Share your experience in the comments. Your insights might help someone else. Another great option is the supported missionary position. Now most people know missionary, but after 50, it often feels different because of lower back pressure. Here's the adjustment: add a pillow or wedge under the receiver's hips, or behind the active partner's lower back. Even a few centimeters of angle change can relieve strain on the spine, improve penetration comfort, and allow stimulation to remain consistent without exhausting effort. This is one of the easiest ways to maintain erection reliability without aggravating the back. Couples who use this adjustment often find that intimacy lasts longer and feels more sustainable. Think of it like using the right cushion when you sit at your desk. It doesn't change the task, but it changes how long you can enjoy it. Now let's move to a more face-to-face option, seated intimacy. Here, you sit across from each other on a sturdy chair, or at the edge of the bed with your legs comfortably intertwined. This position takes the pressure off the knees and back while keeping kissing and eye contact effortless. Because neither partner has to hold a plank or support too much weight, you can relax into closeness. This allows arousal to build gradually, which can help erections feel steadier. And for women, it often allows more control over depth and pace. It's intimacy with balance, no rush, just connection. Next up, the woman on top position, but with smart support. Here, the female partner takes the lead in setting rhythm and depth, which is especially helpful if the male partner has hip or back discomfort. Pillows behind the back or under the knees can provide stability and ease. Many women appreciate this position because it lets them find the angle that feels best for their own pleasure, while also giving them more control. It's also worth noting that combining this with external stimulation can make the experience more reliable and fulfilling for both partners. Have you ever noticed how small adjustments, like a pillow under the back or slowing the rhythm, completely change the experience? Let me know what's worked for you. Another option is the edge of the bed position. One partner lies back with hips near the edge of the mattress, while the other stands or kneels nearby. This setup is kind to joints because the partner on the bed doesn't need to support themselves, and the active partner avoids kneeling on a soft surface that strains the knees. It also allows for consistent rhythm, which is especially useful when you want to maintain firmness without fatigue. Think of it like leaning on a counter instead of holding yourself up mid-air. Less effort, more endurance. And finally, an underrated favorite, side-leaning face-to-face. Imagine spooning, but this time you're looking at each other. You can kiss, hold hands, maintain eye contact, and share tenderness, all while keeping your hips, knees, and backs relaxed. This position is both sustainable and deeply emotional, often sparking a surprising mix of comfort and passion. Let's pause for a quick recap. So far, we've explored joint-smart positions that work with your body instead of against it. Spooning, supported missionary, seated face-to-face, woman on top with support, edge of the bed, and side-leaning face-to-face. Each of these creates space for connection without unnecessary strain. Now, beyond positions, there are 3 simple habits that make intimacy smoother at any age. First, support your body. Don't underestimate the power of pillows, wedges, or rolled towels. They aren't just for sleeping, they're tools for comfort. They help maintain good angles without muscle strain, letting you focus on pleasure instead of posture. Second, slow down. Rushing often creates discomfort. By pacing yourselves, you allow arousal to catch up to your movements. This is particularly helpful for maintaining erections and ensuring comfort. In fact, many couples find that slower intimacy feels more passionate and more connected. Third, use lubrication. A high-quality, body-safe lubricant reduces friction, protects delicate tissues, and makes every position feel smoother. This is especially important because natural lubrication often decreases with age. Using lube isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. So let me ask, do you already use pillows, pacing, or lube to make intimacy more comfortable? If not, which one do you think would make the biggest difference for you? Share your thoughts. You might give someone else the encouragement they need to try something new. Before we continue, let me take a quick moment. If you're finding value in this conversation, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel. It's free, and it's the best way to join a community of people who care about keeping their bodies healthy, their connection strong, and their intimacy fulfilling at any age. Now let's talk about communication, the glue that ties everything together. One of the most powerful things you can do in the bedroom is simply ask, does this feel good? Or what would make this more comfortable? Often, it's just a matter of adjusting an angle by a few degrees. Tiny tweaks can transform discomfort into pleasure. And the more openly you talk about what works, the more trust and intimacy you build. Remember, this isn't about competing with your younger self. It's about writing a new chapter that values connection, comfort, and shared enjoyment. In many ways, intimacy after 50 can be even more fulfilling because you've learned to listen to your body and to each other. Here's a challenge for you. Choose one of the positions we've talked about today. Add pillows. Slow your pace. Use a little lubrication. Try it together this week and notice what your body appreciates now. You may discover that a small change opens up a whole new level of connection. Now, as promised, let's talk about supplements that research suggests can support stronger erections, healthier testosterone, and better prostate comfort. Remember, supplements are not magic pills. They're additions to a lifestyle that already includes good sleep, balanced nutrition, and movement. The first is organic watermelon extract with L-citrulline. This supports the nitric oxide pathway, which helps blood vessels relax and improves circulation. Many men take it daily, or about 30 to 60 minutes before intimacy for a modest boost in firmness. It pairs beautifully with the joint-smart positions we discussed earlier, especially when combined with slower pacing. The second is an advanced blood flow and performance blend that often includes herbs like icarian, tongkat ali, fenugreek, nettle root, and citrulline. Together, these support circulation, stamina, libido, and urinary comfort. Studies suggest tongkat ali may improve stress markers and self-reported sexual well-being. Fenugreek has been linked to better desire, and nettle root is commonly used for prostate support. Think of this as a circulation plus drive formula, best combined with good sleep and consistent exercise. Third, a testosterone support formula. Key ingredients here include tongkat ali for drive and stress balance, mucuna pruriens for dopamine support, and compounds like dim and white button mushroom for estrogen balance. These blends often also include adaptogens for energy and focus. Taken in the morning, they may help with energy, mood, and libido. Still, they work best alongside strength training, protein intake, and quality sleep. And finally, prostate health formulas. These often feature beta-sitosterol, pygeum, or saw palmetto. They're used to support urinary flow, reduce nighttime waking, and ease the symptoms of benign prostate enlargement. By improving comfort and sleep, they indirectly support testosterone rhythm and overall next-day performance. It's important to remember that supplements are just one piece of the puzzle. If you take medications or have medical conditions, always consult your doctor before starting anything new. Personalization matters, and your health is unique. Let's recap one last time. Intimacy after 50 isn't about loss. It's about adapting. By choosing joint-friendly positions, using support tools like pillows and lube, pacing yourself, and considering safe supplements, you can create a sex life that feels not only possible, but deeply rewarding. I'm Dr. Alex, and this is The Healthy Body. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found this video helpful, share it with your partner and subscribe to the channel. We'll keep bringing you practical, evidence-informed strategies to help you feel vibrant, confident, and connected at every stage of life. Be kind to your body, and it will be kind to you.